Hello everyone. I'm back. And it's actually for an exciting reason this time. And that reason is because I got a new lens. I bought maybe about 10 days ago. Maybe even less than that, maybe like 9. It took about 9-10 days to ship here. And that bad. Came all the way from China or something like that. But it is the Youngnuo or Youngnuo, however you pronounce it. Youngnuo 33mm f1.4, and I'm super excited to take this out of the box because getting a new prime lens has been something that I've needed to do for a long time with my camera, and I'm super excited to do it. I can't wait for the pictures that are going to come out of this, and it's probably going to come out after I go to this track meet this Friday, but I'll be able to use it there. And hopefully some of the pictures that I get of you track guys will be pretty good. Okay, so here is the box the lens came in. From the outside it looks generally pretty good. Here you have all the Youngnuo logos and stuff. Go focus, yeah. Youngnuo on the back. Only looks like it was just slightly squished because of shipping, but when it's going overseas, that's usually that's not bad. I'm trying to figure out where it actually opened the box, I think. Oh, so it looks like it opens at the top, and you might be able to slide that off. So, got my handy dandy knife here, and I'm gonna go on the side first. Try and get the cut in the side. There we go. One side. Two side. Don't cut it myself. I'm cutting the wrong way. Sorry, Mom. I don't even know if I'm unboxing it the right way. Whoa, so this is fancy. I'll open this up. So here we have bubble wrap. I don't think that contains anything, so we're gonna throw that in the trash can. I missed. Oh, there we have the YN lens. If you didn't know, that is also what the camera or the lens company name is, just short version wise. Yeah, so we're gonna set that to the side here, and here is the YN lens remote, and I'll get into what that does in a minute. But let's actually take these out of the box and get a good look at them now. So I've moved the remote out of the way so we can take a look at this. I don't want to damage this in any way. I don't think I will. There we go. Now it cut. That's all I'm cutting. It should disrupt. This my protective layer. Take this off. There you have the uncovered box. As you can see, 33mm f1.4 with the 2.4G control remote, quick autofocus, all the specifications. Yeah. I'm most excited for that f1.4 blur and bokeh and the low light situations, because that'll be nice when you're shooting in low light. It'll also make your photos generally sharper. So, whoa. Very cool unboxing. Take these, pinch it, pinch that out. This is cool. If you can't tell, I have never gotten a lens brand new before. So here's the lens. Set that right there. And this looks like it's the lens cap. Is there anything else under here? Just some instructions in a language I can't read. And let's see what this is. It's sticking to the phone. It is a QR code for a manual. QC passed. Do I get a sticker? Wait, is this a sticker? I think it might be a sticker. It's kind of funny. But now, I'll move this box out of the way. And so now we're left with these two things. we're gonna move the lens cap aside because who wants to look at a lens cap when you just bought a brand new lens? I'm gonna go through this, open it up. Oh, whoops. Move that out the way. Time for the big reveal. We're going to slide it out the end. What just fell out? What? That's cool. We got little silicone packets. I might put this in my camera bag because one of the last lenses I was going to trade in, it actually had mold inside the camera growing, and that's not very good to have. So we're gonna throw that back in the box, and here is the lens. YN lens right there. Some of you are going to think that's very funny. Whoa, and like, that sounds so cool. So we have the manual aperture dial, and this is a fully automatic lens. You can switch it into automatic. It goes from f1.4 all the way to f16. 33mm focal length. If I can remember that. We have a custom button right here. This little custom button. Have a, I'm not really sure what that is. There's a 1 and 2 dial. I'll have to look at the instructions for that. Flick that, flick it on, flick it off. I'll leave it back at 1 where it was. And on the back we have a click on and click off for the aperture. If I click it off, then it just spins very smooth. If I click it on, then it has that nice clicky tone to it. And it does have a very smooth focus ring. Very fun. I wonder if I put it f1.4, open this up. This is a 58mm filter thread, I believe. Yes. 33mm f1.4. If I open this up, well, you can see right through. Isn't that cool? In my hand. Oh, it's backwards. Now this lens does come with a little area, a USB-C port that you can unplug. Let me just put this lens cap back on to protect it. But it does come with the USB-C port right there, which does have a piece of rubber in it. And you can use that to update the lens when they release updates, which is very handy and a very cool feature that I think I'll like a lot, because with me having an older camera, sometimes the focus isn't that great, even though I did just update it and it does work much better. Sometimes it doesn't work as it's intended, and I've heard sometimes with these third-party companies, when they make their lenses, the focus motors and focusing systems aren't that good to begin with, and so when they release updates and make them better, it'll just be very handy to easily be able to update this lens. So now we're going to take this remote, and this is actually quite a cool thing, and I'm actually happy that I was able to get this with it, because I think it was you can get it separately, and I think just at the time that I got it, it just came with the lens, and it's a very cool little thing. So seems like what you can do is you're able to control where do you even open the box? Here we go. So it seems what you're able to do with this is you're able to control the aperture and the focus using this little lens. But what you can do is you can use this and not off to a great start. Okay. Anyway, you can use this, turn this dial, change the focus and the aperture depending on which button you click. I'll have to play around with it. It's very simple. It's also very light. Try not to throw that around and drop it again. It is a pretty cool thing. Just a smooth dial. It says YN lens on the front. There are a couple buttons on the side here. I think that's just a rubber grip on the other side. There's the hole where you can put in your your screw. I guess you can screw it to the side of your camera. And then the screen that turns on. I wonder if it needs batteries. Okay, so here's what the lens looks like. Light. It's kind of lit. Here's what the lens looks like. It's pretty, I feel like it's very good quality. It's an all metal build, very smooth. Everything on this lens is metal except for the front and rear lens caps and the, what's it called? The lens hood. That is the only things on this lens that are made out of plastic. And it's very smooth, the way the lens hood goes on. Like, you know, usually when you put on a lens hood, it's like, you know, you twist it on and you hear like a click. This, it just twists. I'll put it next to my mic. It's like, it's cool. Like, listen to this. Sorry. It sounds very cool. And then, this is a little remote we got with it. This turns around. It's kind of doing its own thing. It does squish down a tiny bit. Can I get that more in the light there? You can see that. It does make a little bit of noise. Not really sure what that does, but I'm gonna try it out for the first time. I'm gonna stop the video right here. I'm gonna put the lens on my camera and we're gonna see what it looks like. So the lens is actually on. The screen may look black, but that's just because I'm gonna take the lens hood off. And here is what it looks like. There is a little difference. I can see if I can put it before and after. It seems like maybe the back is a little bit different colors. I might be a little bit less orange than before, but it does look nice. It's a little tighter in. This is a 33mm, which on a full frame crop, or on the 33mm, but with the 1.5 crop, because I'm shooting on a Sony a6000, which is a crop sensor camera. It turns into roundabout a 50mm prime lens on a full frame camera. And the one that I was shooting on was just the 28 to 70 kit lens. It's nothing too special. It's like a $90 lens. It is f3.5 to 5.6, and this camera's aperture actually isn't even all the way down, but I think this will give me a chance to test out this little thing. I might have to look up how to do this because this thing is a little confusing. Maybe I think I might have to plug it in and charge it, but because there is a little port, looks like it's roundabout the size for a USB-C, but I can't quite get my fingers in there. So I might have to grab some pliers, see if I can take it out. So I'll be right back. So after finding a little pair of tweezers from my parents' bathroom, it is a small USB-C port in the side, and I'm actually going to take the charger out of my phone and I'll plug it in, and it does say charging in the front, charging. Now, I wonder if I can turn it on. It's already charging. So, the thing is on. I think AU, I'm going to assume that AU means aperture, because, you know, A for aperture. And if I turn the thing, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Oh, you want to know why it doesn't look like it's doing anything? Because I think I have auto ISO on. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna put my ISO at, oh I don't. I'll put my ISO at 250. And so you can see how the lens can change. I can figure out how to change it. Aperture. Drag it down to 2 point. It'll let me go down to 2.8. If I'm doing it right, which I'm not 100% sure I am. Is there like a tutorial on how to use this. Not really sure if I'm doing this correctly. I'm gonna see if I can find a video on how to do this, because this is a little... If I hold this button, what does that do? I just click it. And I think doing that, just turn it off. It's a little confusing. Okay, well, I'm gonna just maybe turn it off if I know how to do that. I kind of just clicked a button and turned on. If something is happening on the screen, I can't see it, just like let me know. I feel like it keeps changing. I think it's just my focus box changing. I have a little monitor here I keep using. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea how to use this thing. I'm gonna just unplug it and plug it back in, charging. Okay, it's in charging mode. I think it's turned off. I'm just gonna set it on the ground. Let me set my ISO back. Other way. So, it is in automatic aperture mode right now, and I think I can turn this dial. Alright, let me switch it out of clicky mode. I think it's on the bottom. I want the aperture ring to be smooth. I'm gonna turn it. And... Huh. Wait, what if I click this 2 button? Is this manual focusing? No. I'm gonna have to look up a tutorial on how to use this lens. I will figure it out, okay? Eventually. Okay, so after a little bit of research and getting kind of late, it's like pitch black out. I just opened my window, nothing happened. But and my light back there is dying. But honestly, I kind of think that the remote might just not be compatible with my with my camera, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I do have a new lens. Everything does work using just the controls on my camera that are on the back of the screen. Like the clicky aperture dial doesn't really work. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't probably just leave it in auto. That's where you're supposed to do it anyway if you're controlling it with the camera. I don't know if I'm not following the directions properly. I tried it a couple times and it's been like an hour and a half since, and just doing research trying to figure out if I'm doing it right, and it just hasn't been working. But it's alright. I do have the lens on right now. I don't know if you can tell, but the background is a little bit more blurrier. It is I am at f1.4 right now, and compared to this, when I was doing f3.5 at like 800 ISO, right now it's at 200. And I think it'll be a great lens just for everyday use. I'll show a couple like just things about it. Apparently, from what I've seen, is that this lens's focusing is like very, very good. Like that's one of the best things about it. It has absolutely zero focus breathing, and I gotta put some example pictures in there. But people say around f4, the camera makes some really cool looking sun stars, and it's like I don't know if you've ever, probably not, but when you close down your aperture, it usually happens like f16 and up, like f16, f22, and when you close your aperture down, it can create like a sun. When you look at the sun, it'll create like a star pattern, and the amount of blades that are on the star, depending, like the amount of fins that are on the sun, kind of depend on how many aperture blades you have in your camera. And somehow whatever the people at Youngnuo did, they made it where it will make like a 4-pointed star and then make it like another one. It's really cool. Like there's some cool pictures from the videos that I've seen reviewing this lens, and it just seems like such a cool thing, and it's just really interesting, and I can't wait to try it out. Right now, when I'm recording this, talking right now, I literally just got the lens today, and I have not taken it out at all. It has not left my room. It has gone from the porch to my kitchen table into my room, and I've taken it out, and that's all I've done. I haven't done anything else. And I wanted to get this lens. I was looking at getting the Sigma 30mm, but my friend Cash got it, and the thing that he likes it, but because he does more video, but because I'm in photography, I don't really like it. But that lens, its lens flares are terrible. Like, you shine it at like the smallest amount of light ever, and it's just completely, you know, blown out. There's like lens flares everywhere. Everywhere's like green and yellow and different colors, and it's all like that weird tint. You can't get rid of it, and it's just kind of hard to. You can if it's small, but this lens, from what I've seen, has had next to none, and its image quality seems to be pretty good. But I can't wait to test that out for myself. And I might end the video here, but I think I'll add just a little bit of pictures that I've taken on this lens, and so you guys can see what it actually looks like. I'm excited to use this lens, excited to get out and take some pictures, because that's what, you know, being a photographer, that is what I do. This is my first video that actually seems to have like some sort of purpose other than just introducing myself on here, and that makes me happy, and I'm hoping that you guys will like this. It seems like you guys like the last one a little bit, probably just because you know me and you're trying to be supportive at least a little bit. But I do like making videos. It's pretty fun, and I hope to see that you're watching the next one. Bye.